As announced in Animal Crossing Direct, 16 new villagers are coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Presumably, all the newcomers will be meetable the same way as the rest of the game's hundreds of potential friends. The other, more surefire way is via scanning their amiibo card. With the addition of Sasha, the family members of the rabbit villagers will reach 22. Sasha is a light blue rabbit with white-tipped ears, white feet, a white muzzle, and a yellow tail. Sasha has large round dark blue eyes with sparkles, and a tiny eyelash sticking out of the bottom outer side of each eye. Chopwick is a returning penguin villager from the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori E+, where he was known as Nobuo and was an e-reader card exclusive character. In that game, he was a lazy villager. Ione is a light blue squirrel. Her most notable feature is her tail, which, instead of having a spiral design like most other squirrel villagers, is solid blue. It also has several star-like sparkles on it. Ione wears a blue astro dress. Zoe is a returning anteater villager from the original Animal Crossing for Nintendo GameCube, as well as the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori and Dobutsu no Mori E+. In those games, she was a normal villager. Tiansheng is based off the character Sun Wukong from the 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. The golden headgear and white makeup are common elements in Sun Wukong's depictions. Ace is a returning bird villager from the original Animal Crossing for Nintendo GameCube, as well as the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori and Dobutsu no Mori E+. In those games, he was a lazy villager. Shino is a yellowish-white deer with a white muzzle and gold hooves. Its ears and tail blend into light gray towards the tip. Shino has elongated eyeshadows and Haikimayu-styled eyebrows, making its facial expression resemble a no mask. Two red horns protrude from its forehead in the fashion of a Hanya mask. Rio is a returning ostrich villager from the original Animal Crossing for Nintendo GameCube, as well as the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori, Dobutsu no Mori Plus, and Dobutsu no Mori E+. In those games, she was a peppy villager. Marlo is a black and white hamster. His name and color scheme may be a reference to Hollywood actor Marlon Brando. He has short whiskers on either side of their mouth and short, expressive eyebrows. Frett is a returning dog villager from the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori E+, where he was known as Champagne and was an e-reader card exclusive character. In that game, he was a cranky villager. Petri is a white mouse with large glasses, a bit of blonde hair and red and blue inner ear colors. Petri's name is a reference to the laboratory glassware Petri dish. Azaelea is a returning rhinoceros villager from the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori E+, where she was known as Petunia and was an e-reader card exclusive character. In that game, she was a snooty villager. Cephalobot is the fourth octopus villager. He is among the few villagers in the game who are not technically animals, along with Ribbit, Sprocket, Dill, Coco, Stitches, and others. Roswell is a returning alligator villager from the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori E+, where he was known as Pirankan and was an e-reader card exclusive character. In that game, he was a lazy villager. Quinn will be the 10th eagle villager in the game. Faith is a returning koala villager from the original Animal Crossing for Nintendo GameCube, as well as the Japanese-only Dobutsu no Mori E+. In those games, she was a normal villager.